Wow, welcome back to Young and Excellent. We are a platform for young people, young entrepreneurs, young professionals, young anything under the sun to basically share their life story, share their passions, share their dreams. And we love coming back every week with a new episode from somebody absolutely fantastic. So we hope you enjoy this episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm running out of breath. I'm not breathing. What's incredible? What? Starting a journal. That's right. Starting a journal is incredible. We love the Sarnia Journal, and we love that they sponsor us, uplift us, and empower us to keep sharing all of the fantastic voices that we get to interview every single week. So tune in to our show, but also subscribe to their daily email blast, because the Sarnia Journal is what? Fantastic. On this week's episode, we are interviewing Alora, a fantastic gem in our community. She is absolutely fantastic. She is a young performer who loves to do Act 2 at Rebound, loves to do anything Hidden Talents with Carrie Beauchamp, and anything at the Imperial Theater, because theater is just what makes the world goes round. You know, what's that one phrase people say? William Shakespeare, all the world's a stage, and Alora about to show you. So enjoy. Alora, welcome to the show today. It is so fantastic to have you. How are you?
Good.
You good? You had a good day?
Yeah.
It was your birthday last week, so you're still coming off the high of turning
12.
Oh my gosh, almost a teenager, still in the preteen stage.
Yeah.
But we have known each other for a few years now, and I've enjoyed every second of getting to know you. Do you mind telling our audience and our listeners how I know you?
So I do Act 2 with you.
Do Act 2, what production are we doing this year?
Alice in Wonderland Jr.
Alice in Wonderland Jr. It's been such a thrilling adventure of my life to know you and see you grow and thrive. How did you get started in theater?
Well, my sister inspired me, so I just kept rolling with it, and I tried out for Alice in Finding Nemo, and I liked it.
Yes, Finding Nemo was a great audition for you, and you got the role of Pearl. Yes, Pearl. I was like, I wanted to say Peach, but that's the starfish. Yeah. And I should know these things because I directed it, but it's two P names, you know, and we get them mixed up sometimes.
Yeah.
But how was your experience being Pearl?
It was really fun to see all the technology and all the costumes and everything come together, from just a little small group of our minds of our own to a big happy family.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I loved so much, is that all of you took care of each other so much while you were on stage, while you were off stage, and it was such a journey for all of us, since it was the first year Act 2 came back to Rebound after the pandemic. How did that feel to be part of history?
That felt really cool because you guys haven't done it since 2019, and that was like amazing to see everything come together. Yeah,
and again, fantastic to have you. So what's the production we're doing this summer?
Alice in Wonderland Jr.
Yes. What role are you playing in that?
I'm playing ensemble and dance troupe.
Yes, we need those big reactions because you're so fantastic at it. Your acting is just top tier, my friend. But I would love to know, what have you been up to since Finding Nemo? Because you've done a few productions throughout the year.
Yes, I have.
Which ones have you done? What's the most recent one besides Alice in Wonderland?
I have done HT Glee.
HT Glee, ooh, is that like, that's Carrie Beauchamp's camp?
Yes.
Fantastic. We have a lot of youth that love that camp from Act 2.
Yeah.
Are you doing it this summer?
I am doing it this summer, and I hopefully will do it again next year.
Yeah, wait, did you say Glee or HT Hidden Talents?
Glee.
Glee, oh my goodness. I heard Hidden Talents in my ears. So Glee happened in June.
Yes.
I saw you on stage. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes, I loved Glee, and I love Glee every time I get to see it, just because it's so cool to see, you know, the chorus numbers, the dance numbers, the singing, the dancing, all that fun stuff. But you also did the Sarnia Theater Youth Group.
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite part of that?
Well, just to get to know a few people.
Just get to know a few people. I like that.
And to get to know how some people also became theater people.
That's true, 'cause that's where I started. I started at the Starting Theater Youth Group with John LaRue and Paul Richardson and Anthony Facalanza and all these amazing people, Ruth Frankar as well. But Ruth's still doing it, isn't she? Yeah, she's still kicking around. I love her. Love your cookies, Ruth. They're top tier. But also, I would love to know why you love to do theater.
Well, because it's fun to like watch theater. Like it's like fun to watch like Fuller House and Full House because those kids are like amazingly talented. And theater's not just singing and dancing.
No.
It's more like you can also have your passion to it. Like hanging out with friends, making a new community.
Yeah, oh, I love that, making a new community, because it's all teamwork based. And we all make sure that we're working as a team to reach the goal that we want.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. So you're very motivated by community and by coming together in that team environment. And so for you, this is a big question, if you were to play any role on stage, any role, what role would you want to play on stage?
Oh, that's hard.
It's a hard question.
I'd probably have to play Annie.
Annie, you want to play Annie? Oh, isn't the Imperial doing Annie?
Annie Jr. this year.
Oh, that's so exciting. So you're going to go for Annie?
Yeah.
You're going to go for the Warbucks of it all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I'm here for it, and I hope that you get it. That'd be fantastic. I know a lot of people who are involved in the production team of that, and I think they're fantastic.
Or I would like to be an orphan.
Ooh, an orphan. It's a hard knock life for us. Didn't they do it in Glee, too?
Yes, we did do that song.
Were you in that number?
Yes, I was.
I thought so, because I remember getting a little bonnet kind of action.
Oh, yeah.
Is that your favorite song from the show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, top tier moment. And
that was also my favorite song doing in Glee.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. Worlds combined. The universe is with you in your favor. Okay, so we know what role you'd want. Is there any production you would love Theater Sarnia to do besides Annie? If Theater Sarnia in their next season, if you got to choose one show, what show would you want to bring to Sarnia?
Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, I love Joseph. They haven't done that since I was like in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic though. My buddy Sean was the lead. He was so fantastic. Richard was in it too. Absolutely loved every second of that. Why would you want to bring that one back?
Because all the colorfulness of it. And just to get to know a cool, neat story.
That's actually true. A cool, neat story. I like how you phrase that. That's really, really cool. Okay, moving past that, a cool, neat story. What about a cool, neat story makes you feel connected to the theater production?
Well, anything. Well, it makes you feel happy. Just that people like to do theater.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter your background. It matters that you are connected to your community by doing something you love.
Wow, you're like inspirational. You should be a life coach one day, Alora. What the heck? Okay, so moving past theater and all that fun stuff, I know that you had mentioned that you also love to volunteer.
Yes.
And so where are you volunteering currently?
Vision Nursing Home.
Ooh, Vision Nursing Home. So what are you doing there?
So when they have activities, my grandma's been doing it for over 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
And it's something fun for me to do when I'm like at home and I don't have anything to do. I'll call her up and see, hey, is there any activities today?
And you just go in and you just help?
Yeah.
Like, do you play bingo?
Oh yeah, we do bingo.
Do you hula hoop? Get them to hula hoop?
I'll give a few examples.
Okay.
So we, a few days ago, we got to do an ice cream social.
Oh, cool.
And then we've got to do bingo. We've got to do like water games. We've got to do s'mores. We've got to do painting. We've got to do so many things.
So, and you just get to bond with elderly folk that are in the nursing home.
Yeah.
And how is that for you?
It's good, especially because a few weeks ago, my Papa actually went into Vision Nursing Home.
Oh, wow. So now you get to see him when you go volunteer. How nice is that?
Yeah.
Get a little family bonding.
Yeah.
Get to like bond with the other generation, which is really cool. Have they given you any advice? The older generation?
Just to be happy.
Oh, I love that.
And keep doing what you love.
What does that mean to you, though, just be happy?
Just keep smiling and keep doing something I love.
No, that's fair. Okay, so if you had to do one thing for the rest of your life, if you had to choose, what would be the thing that you love? What would you want to do every single day?
Volunteer.
Volunteer? I love that. Okay, so just like for nursing homes, or would you want to broaden your horizons a little bit?
Well, It would depend on what you would want me to volunteer for.
That's true. Would you ever volunteer at Rebound?
Oh yeah,
Oh
totally.
yeah. Oh yeah. Would you ever volunteer at Hidden Talents?
I'm hopefully doing that in a few years coming.
That's so exciting. And then you can do it for the Sarnia Theatre Youth Group too.
Yes.
Because you have fantastic leadership skills. And I do know that you also wanted to discuss OCD.
Yes.
And I would love to open the floor for that. What would you like to talk about when it comes to OCD?
So this past year I did a Leaky Brakes program out of London, and it is a very good program to do, especially for somebody like me who has leaky brakes.
Oh, what does leaky brakes mean?
Like, it was like an example, like a car, and like how like tires can break or like they can deflate when you, like you're upset, and then when you're like happy and stuff, they can re-inflate.
Wow, okay. So is that kind of the way that you can kind of center yourself, is by being reminded of that metaphor?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so, so cool. So what was your biggest takeaway from doing leaky brakes?
Well, getting over, like, when I got upset at school and stuff and started running through the hallways and stuff, it taught me how to calm down, especially when I was very upset.
Yeah, okay, that's amazing. And so for you having OCD, what is that like every single day of your life? Like, what do you experience in your day-to-day?
It's tough some days, especially now that, like, school's over.
Yeah, the routine's gone.
Yeah, the routine's gone of getting up and getting ready for the bus.
That's super fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so summer may be a little more stressful for you.
Yeah.
But how do you try to calm your nervous system and reset and make sure that you feel grounded? How do you do that, and have you been practicing it this summer?
Talking to people.
Talking to people, that's really nice. Like a counselor or parents?
Parents and staff members here who help with Rebound.
Oh, very, very true. That's a great place for it. Especially Jenna. Shout out to Jenna. I miss Jenna. I love her. But that is so, so cool. So for you doing theater, do you feel like OCD sometimes helps you, or does it hold you back in certain areas?
Depends.
That's very, very true. Because I know that when you're into the space with Act 2, you're so fantastic at making sure everybody gets to the right spot. You have a director's eye, and I've told you that so many times. So I'm sure that kind of is kind of your OCD helping you in that kind of aspect. But then also that chaos that comes with youth programming probably can get you up to here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super, super fair. But I'm happy Rebound's able to help you through that. And then obviously when you go on and be a huge star, you can speak to other youth who have the same thing, OCD. And that's totally fine. For the audience, you want to explain kind of what OCD is?
OCD stands for obsessive compulsive disorder.
And what does that mean to you?
It means sometimes like your brain can get very triggered even over the littlest things.
That's super, super fair. And do you find that, like now that it is summer, do you have like activities and stuff that you do to kind of keep you on track besides Act 2, of course, because I know that that's 3 times a week, but do you have anything else on the go?
Summer camp sometimes, but especially because I'm now going into grade 7 this year.
Whoa, grade 7, going to the big leagues, Alora. Woof. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm going into grade 7.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of summer camps to do nowadays.
That's super true, because once you get to an older age bracket, it's a little bit different. It's more like overnight camps for that age group, right? Would you ever do an overnight camp?
Hopefully next year I'll start doing a few.
Ooh, that'd be so much fun. That was like my favorite when I was like between like the ages of 12 to 16. Overnight camps, top tier for me.
But it's hard because I still want to fit in Act 2 in baseball.
Yeah, it is very, very difficult. But then last summer you were gone for like a whole month and you still rocked the show. So you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't know about baseball. I can't really speak on that. I wasn't really a baseball person. I'm more of a basketball, football kind of person. But what do you normally, like what position do you play in baseball?
Well, my favorite is catcher.
Ooh, why?
Because I like seeing like how you do strikes and stuff.
That's true. So you get to say strike, or is it the umpire?
Umpires.
Umpire gets to say it, but you get to catch it.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that's like thrilling, especially when your pitcher's doing it. So you want to catch the ball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So when you're up to bat, how do you feel?
I feel nervous, but kind of excited.
That's really fair. So how do you overcome that nervousness?
I just breathe before every throw.
Hey, just breathing. Hey, we learned that in theater too. So did you connect that with that, or were you doing that before you did theater?
Actually, it kind of started just this year after I started doing Act 2.
Oh, and Leaky Brakes probably helped with that too. Oh, that is so cool. So you're kind of collecting knowledge as you go along.
Yeah.
So you got your volunteer gig, you're collecting knowledge. You got theater, you're collecting knowledge. Sports, you're collecting knowledge. Classroom, you're collecting knowledge. What, in your eyes, has been your greatest teacher so far? Like, has it been theater, sports? Has it been like Leaky Brakes up in London, or your classroom, or your parents? What so far in your life has been your greatest teacher?
Everything.
Everything. Oh, I love that answer. Why everything?
Because you learn new skills in every different thing you do.
That's true. That's true. What has been your favorite thing that you've learned this past year? I know that's a big question because you do a lot and you're always on the go. So you have so many things that you're learning all the time. But do you have one thing that you can recall that you're like, oh, I love learning that?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Oh, because you went on a field trip with the Sarnia Theatre Youth Group. Is that what you're talking about when you went to go see Aladdin?
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh, that is so, so cool. And I'm so happy that they gave you guys that opportunity because it's so cool to see what Mervish does and what happens behind the scenes. What about behind the scenes was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic?
How many different people are involved?
There's so many people, right from like maintenance to costuming to props to set to decor to makeup to hair, directing, stage managing. There's so many things in theater, and it's wild to think how big that industry actually is. So that was really cool, huh?
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do something like that, or are you more like, I want to go more towards like something else in the future?
Well, I really want to be a director.
Ooh, I could see that.
But I also want to act.
You can find time for both. As somebody who directs and acts, as you've seen, I love doing both. So you can definitely do both. And you get a lot of skills too, because like marketing is so tied to theater.
Oh yeah.
That, like as you do it, like you said, you're learning so much as you go. But that is so awesome, Alora. So we've hit upon the theater, we've hit upon sports, we've hit upon your volunteer and everything you want to talk about Leaky Brakes. And so I would love to know now, what is your most favorite part about yourself? What do you love about yourself?
How many different things I can do.
You're multi-talented, jack of all trades kind of thing, eh? I love that. What is something that this year you're hoping to accomplish?
Hopefully in the next coming years, hopefully to get a main role in a show.
Ooh, I love, set that bar high. Honestly, main roles can be like a lot of fun. I don't normally go for main roles because I like a lot of like the side characters, and like I like taking a small role and making it huge and everybody remembers it. But a main role, that would be so much fun. I haven't done a main role since, like before COVID. I guess Wolves was kind of a main role, but it's an ensemble piece. So it's like each person had like equal amount of time kind of thing. And I love plays like that. But what main role would you want to do coming up? I know you said Annie, but that's like overall who you'd want to be. But if you're going to set a goal for main roles, is there anything that you have your heart set on besides Annie?
A show coming up here next year, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Well, we're gonna put the good vibes out there. Okay. So I have to ask Alora, what is your favorite part of Act 2? It's a lot of good parts.
I can't even choose that.
That's true. That's true. What's like the first thing that pops into your head?
You.
Me? Alora! Oh my gosh, just hit my mic. Alora! That is so kind. Thank you for saying that. You always like make me almost cry. I swear. You're so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I would have to say that if I had to say it on camera, don't quote me. You're one of my favorite parts of Act 2 as well.
Thank you.
Honestly, all of y'all though. I love being here 3 nights a week and being able to see everyone grow and succeed. And the moment we hit that stage, like what's that moment like for you when those lights just hit you?
Amazing.
Oh, it's like you're like put on a different planet almost.
Yeah.
And it's like just adrenaline and just euphoria. Like, oh, there's nothing better than that feeling, I think. except for when you direct. The best feeling is when you're sitting in the audience and you watch everybody just kill it.
Yeah.
I felt that way at Finding Nemo. When you guys hit your stride and just took over that stage, I was just like, I was in awe of all of you. So I will say that feeling kind of trumps the feeling of being on stage for me. But since I understand the whole acting capabilities of you and myself, I do think that moment's fantastic. Yeah.
Especially when you can come see everything from all these little kids. Well, we're not all little, but like...
No, but I get what you're saying.
But kids.
Yeah.
And adults coming together and making this show. Like, it's hard to believe that, like, 4 months ago, that was like nobody, like, was like, huh?
Yeah, 100%.
How does this come together? And then everything on stage goes, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's just like time stops.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. What's your favorite part of Alice in Wonderland Jr.? And don't say Dora.
Shout out to Bryce right now.
Shout out to Bryce.
Getting to be with one of my friends this year.
Oh, yeah, because you have like a buddy. You didn't have a buddy last year. You kind of went into it on your own.
Yeah.
You knew a few people.
Yeah.
But then now you have a bestie.
Yeah.
And how does that feel to have somebody kind of like a partner in crime on stage?
Really good.
Yeah.
Especially because he's with me in every single thing I do.
Yeah, you guys are dance troops. So you're going to rock it out, groove it out. Do you have a favorite song so far of what you're dancing to?
Painting the Roses Red.
Oh, I love Painting the Roses Red.
Or I'm Late.
Oh, yes. I'm Late is so good. I think that the White Rabbit is such a fantastic character. Oh, my gosh. I love that song. I'm late for a very important date. Gosh, I love it. Okay, so moving on to maybe the end portion of our interview, I would love to know, so I'm going to ask you 2 questions. I'll start with the first one. Second last question. What has been the greatest advice you've ever received?
Keep on doing what you love.
Keep on doing what you love. Did that come from Vision, or is that something else you've heard in your life?
People at Rebound have told me that.
Oh, I love that. So if we're doing what you love, and if you're going to be, giving advice with that phrase, what would you say to someone if you were saying it? Like if you were saying, do what you love, how would you follow up that sentence?
Do what you love and try your best.
Try your best. I love that. Is that something you try to do every single day you can?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Then there you go. All right. So this is my second question. So this is the last question. Okay, my friend. What is your favorite memory of your life so far?
I have a few.
Yeah. Talk to me.
When I found out I got into Rebound's Finding Nemo.
Oh, yes. Why was that one of your favorites?
Because I was actually in the lobby waiting for HC Glee to start. And I got this call that said, hey, you got into Rebound's show for Finding Nemo, and you're going to be playing Pearl in the ensemble. And I'm like, oh my Lanta.
Yeah, so you got to watch Glee, and then you're like, I'm going to be on the stage in a few months.
Yeah.
That must have been such a cool feeling.
Oh, yeah.
What's another moment?
Getting to hang out with the residents.
Oh, I love that. Shout out to Vision. Honestly, that's such a fantastic opportunity. What about hanging out with the residents makes you so happy?
That a lot of them enjoy who I am, even though they don't know not necessarily who I am. They still like are so happy every time I go in.
Oh, well, how can they not be? You're a ray of sunshine. Every time I see you, I'm just like, that young girl is going places, because you just have such an amazing quality of walking into a room and owning it. And I think that that's something you should never lose in your life, because it gives you such strong leadership skills, such strong communication skills. And again, I've only known you a couple of years, and I've already seen how much you've grown.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're embracing who you are. And I think that's fantastic. And I'm happy the residents are supporting that too. Because anybody who doesn't love you, they can get out. They can leave the building. They can exit it,
Kids at school no. They're like, I'm like, you're out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like me, and that's all that matters. But it's also good to find that middle ground of being respectful, which you do all the time, and just making sure that even if somebody doesn't accept you, it doesn't mean you have to be mean to them.
No.
You can just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do my own thing because I want to be happy. I love that. Okay, I know I said I was only asked 2 questions, but this is my actual final question.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell our listeners and our audience?
Keep on shining.
Keep on shining. Keep shining. Keep shining. I like that song. I don't know which one that's from. I think it's from Bridesmaids. But I love that. Keep shining. And you better keep shining too, Alora. I know you are, because you're going to be in Alice in Wonderland Jr. and Annie, hopefully, and all these amazing things.
I am an Annie.
You are? Oh, you've already registered?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Catcher and Annie, guys. What the heck? I love that. Well, keep on shining, Alora. Bye. Bye.
It ain't easy being
What's that?
easy.
It ain't easy being wheezy. Am I right?
I'm keeping all this in.
Am I right, fellas? You're keeping all of it in. You're gonna hear my stomach growling then. I'm freaking starving. Anyways.